How are we doing, Bullies? Welcome back to another streamy TA crypto video. And right now, I think the summer rally that we've had from back in here at the start of June, all the way up to where we are at the minute, I think that could be over soon, and I think we could finally get the capitulation from about 64k at the minute, all the way down another 40 to 50% move down to around 40k. That is my guess. Now, as you can see marked out on November 2018 was the 47th month that Bitcoin bottomed back in 2018. We then see around the same time in October of 2022, we see Bitcoin bottom around 15k again, month 47. And if month 47 was to repeat yet again, that would take us to around the start of October, which from where we are is another couple months. And that's why, if we zoom in here, I've been so bearish on this channel recently, which is why I've, as a result, lost subscribers and lost views as well. Although the whole crypto market will be receiving less views on YouTube and on social media. But what I've been trying to do on this channel is remain honest with my thoughts. And if I'm bearish, I'm bearish. If that means I lose subscribers, absolutely fine by me. I'm doing what I believe in. Most people on YouTube that talk about crypto are just bullish, bullish, bullish. All I've been seeing over the last few months is the bottom's in, the bottom's in. I even seen somebody that I was following from this February to May, this 3-month bear flag that we see, was saying it wasn't a bear flag. And then what happens? Bitcoin capitulates another 25%. If Bitcoin capitulates 25%, Ethereum's going down 30%, 40%, 50%. And other altcoins are getting absolutely decimated. But as we know on this channel, from back in February, I've been extremely bearish, which was when this bear flag was playing out to the downside. And this whole time in here, we've been bearish. And if we actually go in the 1 month time frame on here, you can see that Bitcoin on the 4-year cycle that we've been seeing has been bottomed on month 46 of the 4-year cycle in 2015, bottomed on month 47 in 2018, bottomed on month 47 in 2020, and this cycle will we see roughly around month 47, which could be October, potentially, although everyone's saying that we would bottom in October, the 4-year cycle believers, so it could be after that date, maybe around Christmas time, maybe into the new year. But I am still remaining risk off and saving my capital, whilst everyone else seems to keep buying crypto, keep buying altcoins, and we continue to bleed. If I show you the altcoin chart, which I will in this video, you'll see that it just looks absolutely terrible. So all the people you're seeing online saying the Bitcoin bottom is in, either they are uneducated, and so one, they're uneducated and they actually believe the bottom's in, which, to be honest, for the most of the market, potentially is actually the case. Two, well, we'll make it three actually. Two, they're invested in their position and their position keeps going down, so that is why they keep calling for the bottom. Like we've seen since the top in October, we come down, we bear flag in here, we come down, we bear flag in here. What is playing out the price action at the minute? I've only drawn it in red because it's not like a confirmed bear flag. We've only got one touch at the low. But at the top, I've drawn this red line in here, and at the bottom, I'm drawing here. So potentially, do we get price to come down, maybe go up here before potentially then plummeting to the 4-year low? If it is, potentially plummeting to the 4-year low, something like this in here to play out. We'll keep that aside for now, but again, in the shorter term, you can see this trend line in here. And this kind of looks like a rising wedge pattern. So at the minute, the price action kind of looks like a rising wedge, which you'd expect to break to the downside. But at the same time, I reckon it could just play out a bit longer into a kind of bear flag, which is what we've seen obviously from November 2025 to January of 2026 before we broke down 20 odd percent, and then from February 2026 to May, the end of May 2026 before we plummeted. So that is kind of what I'm expecting, another bear flag. And like we've seen in the past cycles, that month 47 bottom and also getting below 0.786 fib, which is at 39k. As we've again alluded to on this channel and seen in the previous bear markets, Bitcoin, so far, if we take the low from 2015 to the peak in 2017 to the bear market low, we can see in December 2018, we get below 0.76 at 4,000. Now, again, that was the first cycle. If we then go to the second cycle, we can see from the 147 cycle bottom in December of 2018 to the peak in November 2021, you can see we get below in here 17,000, which is just below 0.76 fib on 147. So again, that's the past two cycles. If we were then to see from this low on 147 in November 2022 to the peak in October 2025, that would take us below 40k around 147, which would be the start of October. And again, whilst the bottoms have been 146, 47, 47, 47, the peaks have been 133, 35, 35, and 35. So the last three cycles have peaked on 147. The last three cycle peaks have been on 135, and the last two bottoms have been on 147. So is the bottom again going to be 147? Is it going to be sooner? Is it going to be later? But again, for people calling the bottom here, I just don't think it's in, because Bitcoin, quite frankly, is only down 53% in the cycle. For me, that is a very shallow correction, only 50%. Bitcoin's quite volatile, and I would expect lower. You can see my purple box, anywhere below the 0.65 retracement to the 0.886 fib. I'm expecting between 50 and 28k, but I am targeting around 40k, 39k is my aim, below the 0.786 fib. And I assume we'll get some kind of news and narrative around that point. So yeah, I guess my channel videos have been pretty bearish. Understand loads of people aren't watching anymore, unsubscribed, etc. That's fine. I'll continue to give my thoughts, and when I flip bullish, I will be flipping extremely bullish. We usually see a 52-week bear market in Bitcoin, and as it stands, we are more than well and truly more than happy for it. Obviously, the 6th of October 2025, so another 2 or 3 months left of this bear market roughly before we can start flipping bullish again. And we should get another massive monster rally. Bitcoin potentially from about 40k, imagine all the way up to 200 odd k. And it'll be a good time to be on this channel. Bitcoin ripping, I'd expect altcoins to rip in that time frame. Crypto stocks like Coinbase, MicroStrategy, I would expect to do exceptionally well. And I've covered them in previous videos as well. And whilst Bitcoin's looking the way it is, we can now see the total crypto market cap, excluding stable coins, sitting at 1.9 trillion. Which lost a massive 8 to 9 year support. And this white line in here, we lost it back in January. Well, the start of February basically, which is again the same time I flipped bearish on this channel. Then had this massive rise and wedge that we broke down from, and again below the trend line, and expecting a 4-year low like December 2018, like November 2022, and I would expect later this year or the beginning of next year. I would expect this to keep going down, which means altcoins are going to keep bleeding, Bitcoin's going to keep bleeding. And everyone who's buying altcoins all the way down is going to get wrecked. Now, I know most of retail has now left the space, and it's only the majority of the people that are going to make money in the next cycle from buying the 4-year cycle lows. That's kind of how it works. They buy the bottom and they sell on the way up, whereas most people actually buy the top, sell on the way down. They lose their minds and they never come back to space calling it a scam. And that's just how the market works. And that is exactly how we're looking at. So from this video alone, looking at Bitcoin and the total crypto market cap, excluding stable coins, it's clear for us to see that buying right now isn't smart. Well, it could be smart if you hold long enough, depending on what you buy. I think buying Bitcoin here is actually not the worst idea if you've got a longer view time horizon. But I do think for people that are here in the bear market, what are we, 9-10 months into bear market, if you're here this long, you might as well try and get the best entry, the best bang for your buck. And that is what I'm doing on this channel. So I'll keep providing updates. I get these videos are not very good. I get they're very bearish, and it's frustrating. And the bear market years are very bad in crypto, but it's worth sticking around for. This 1 year of pain, the stress of the mental health is worth it in the end. So again, if you find the value, this is all I ask. If you find value, please smash the like button. I'm not saying you have to enjoy the content, because being bearish isn't enjoyable, but it's worth protecting the capital and finding the better entries to prepare for the next cycle, which is exactly my aim on this channel. Broadcasting my thoughts, journaling my thoughts. So yeah, if you find value, please like the video. I'm not asking for much. And if you are new here, please subscribe. And we'll continue to make videos throughout this bear market, and I'll be looking to flip extremely bullish within 2 to 3 months, I would imagine. So not long left. Still stacking the dry capital, ready to deploy later this year. Looking at MicroStrategy, and looking at Bitcoin, looking at Ethereum, XRP probably, alongside many other crypto stocks. So that is what we'll do, and that is what I'll keep making videos about. Again, if you don't like these videos, unsubscribe, fine by me. If you do think the Bitcoin bottom's in, again, fine by me. Keep watching all your bull posting, that bull post all the way down, get their followers right, fine by me. I flipped bearish back in February, and I'll continue to give my thoughts as I see them, as they fit, and yeah, we'll go from there. Cheers for watching, bye.